What's going on, guys? In today's video, we're going to talk about how you should use that trail hand. A lot of you guys struggle with balancing your left hand and your right hand in your golf swing, and a lot of times you're trying to do too much with your left and you can't use your right, especially if you're a right-handed golfer playing right-handed. That right hand's really important that you know what you're doing and how to use it. So let's talk about it in this video. So this little drill just requires something simple as a swimmer's paddle. Pretty cheap. I stole this from Mike Adams. I like it, and I've kind of adopted it. Now, if you know me at all, you know that I'm a big believer in figuring out where your trail hand should go, and not everybody holds it the same way. This is not neutral. That's neutral to the club face, not my neutral, probably not your neutral either. So that's a whole nother story for another conversation. I probably made a video about it, so go find it on my channel. So this paddle is really good if you know the way your hand should hold the club, under, on the side, or on top. It's really easy to figure that out, right? But once you determine that, right, this little paddle helps you determine how to apply force on the golf club. So a lot of times I'll see people trying to get shaft lean really, really hard, and they'll feel that left side trying to pull, or they'll feel that left hand trying to drive. And all that really does is just leave the face wide open, right? Because that, yeah, I can twist it with my left hand, get the bow in the left hand, the supination in the left hand, that's all good, right? But maybe you're not left-handed. I'm not left-handed. I'm a little bit ambidextrous, kind of like how I'm a little stitious, not superstitious. So the right hand, though, I'm way more dominant with. I'll do everything right-handed. So I can feel the right hand closing better using my right hand to make the swing. Now, the reason why I love this paddle is because you'd be amazed at how many times I ask somebody to make their hand like a paddle and they still grab the golf club. You know, so I'm like, all right, well, we gotta get past that point, so we just put a paddle in the way. So the way this works is you start with your right hand in the position your right hand should go, and you gotta make some golf swings. Just half swings, shaft parallel to shaft parallel, feeling that right hand work through the shot. Now, if you're the dragger, like I was just talking about, that pulls with the left arm too much, you'll see their left hand pull the golf club away from your right. So that right hand gets left behind, left hand keeps moving forward, and now you know that your right hand's not strong enough and not doing enough work. So let's try a hit and let's see how Coach Matt does. So you get your left hand on where it should go. We'll fix mine. There we go. And then now my goal is to make a little half swing and keep my right hand on the paddle throughout. And I'm not trying to be a superhero, I'm just trying to hit a good shot, right? And I'm getting that sensation of how the right hand should work through the hit. So if you notice, my left hand didn't leave my right. That would look a little more like this. And the shot didn't work out, right? The left hand left the right hand behind, doesn't take shape. So the goal is to learn how to apply force with your right hand to the side of the shaft. Then I got a clean hit again, right? So it's a balancing act. Left hand or right hand, it's both hands. You gotta be able to do both. So after I do that with the paddle a few times, now what I'll do is the same story, but now, again, this is where people struggle. I keep my hand like a paddle so I don't wrap my hands around the golf club. And like right there, my left arm tried to pull away from my right, so I need to push more with my right. So we get it set, right hand on. Now I'm gonna do a better job of keeping pressure with the right hand on the side of the shaft. Now I got contact again. Ball still went a little right, so I'm gonna try and run it one more time and see if I can get the face to close over. So my left hand's still trying to win. And now we got a straight ball, right? Because now my right hand is releasing on the side of the shaft and pushing through. So this drill is a really good drill to check to see if there's a balance or an unbalance equation going on between your left hand use and your right hand use. If your left hand's over dominating, it's going to rip the club right out of your right hand, especially if you can't hold it. If you can put your right hand on the side of the shaft and act on it, you're good to go. Now, if you struggle with all of this, maybe you're not as right-handed as you thought you were. So what you can do is, if you struggle with even the paddle, is just remove your left hand from the equation, grip your right hand where it normally go, and try to learn how to hit just right hand only shots. So you get it set, halfway back, halfway through, And the preferred shot shape, if you were doing this with just your right, is to be able to turn the ball over into a nice little start left draw pattern. So that way when you build up with two hands, you can get a nice equal release. So now that we've trained right hand to balance left hand, let's see what kind of shot we can pull off. So hopefully this tip helps you sort through that left hand, right hand, what should I do equation. It becomes really obvious when you take one hand out how good you are with your left, because if you're ripping it away with your left and not making good contact, well, you clearly need your right. If you're manhandling it with your right and you're hitting hooks easily, then maybe you need to get a little better with your left. But typically I see a lot of people struggling knowing how to use their right hand, and that's not something we want to be able to eliminate from our golf swing. We want to use that to our favor, create more force, create more speed, have better contact. Till next time, golfers, we'll see you out.